one.
What is up, guys? Team Women's here, and we got more support for Gurguit. Actually, I wanted that card to be there. I wanted to talk about it.
Okie dokie, let's get going then.
So,
G8 came out.
G8 came out, and we got more support for gold. I finished by sneak peek. The card that I needed was cheap. Rain Dragon and Fighties. The Royal Paladin Strike is $3. I love it. This set's amazing for me. I didn't spend that much money. I spent $20. I love
Thanks,
it.
Rocker.
Thank you, Rocker. So, speaking of which, deck
And viewers. Thank you, viewers.
So, yes, we used the money that we got from the channel for sneak peeks. So, we all worked together and got stuff that we needed.
Watch over
so,
our cut, please.
Deck profile is going to be Gurguit. He got more support. Honestly, he only got 2 relevant cards in this set. So, the deck relatively didn't change much. But, of course, we'll talk about that in a second. Starter is the same one from the trial deck, G-Star deck, or whatever it's called. The only good card from that thing is him. Skill is when you're in Unite, which is when you call 2 units from your deck or your hand, whatever. You can put them. You can use this actively with GB1. Put them into your soul, and check top 3, call 1 unit, and give it plus 2k power. So it's pretty good, you know. If you're on where did I put him? Scourge Point Dragon, he's actually really good. Makes bigger numbers, and then you can just do shenanigans. Grade 3s is still the same. We play 4 Gurguits because he is the deck, he's your boss, he is basically everything that you need him to do. He works really good with Scourge Point because his on-stride skill is when you stride, counter plus 1, check top 4, call 1 from among them, give it plus 2k, and then shuffle the rest of your cards. He's really good. His GB2 is useful when you get there. When you're desperate, scan blast 1, still blast 1, check top 4, is it 5? I'm pretty sure it's 4. Top 4, I was right. Check top 4, call 1 card from among them, and you place that
When you're being attacked, so guard.
When you're being attacked, but you can only use it once per battle. So if they're swinging at you like multiple times, like it's pretty good. It saves guard from here because that's the whole point of golds. You don't waste your hand. You waste your deck.
We should give him power if we did that shit.
We do get power. That's why we got that new stride. Oh, he does.
Like, whenever units called, gets 5k. It'd be amazing as fuck.
That's why we have Scourge Point. That's what he does. He gives it 5k. And then the real MVP, the boy, Fabio, play 4 Ezels. Ezel skill.
You're scared.
He's there for Link Joker. His basic skill is basically Limit Break 4 when you're at 4 damage, Counter Blast 2, Soul Blast 2. He gains 10k power, and if you have a full board, he gains a crit. 10k power and a crit. So it's pretty good. And then you can keep using his ability as long as you have like the Counter Blast and the Soul for it. And his other skill is for every rear guard you have, he gains 1k power. So hey, he'll be, if you have a 5k booster, he's 31. Pretty big number. So, love Ezel. Plus he's there for Link Joker. He unlocks your board when you use that
All
skill.
he's there for.
Yeah.
Little girl.
I don't like Link Joker.
I love Link Joker.
Stop blocking my board.
Stop calling shit.
I can't, that's what my deck does.
It's not like you call it.
And now we play the new guy that came out. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. We finally got our Glimmer Breath clone. GB1, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. What's great about him is that you don't need Gurguit to be on the Vanguard for him to be a Glimmer Breath clone. Just Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, check top 3, and call 1 unit. If you have Gurguit, the unit call gains 3k power. So he's really good to just get more attacks. And the good thing is he can call anywhere, open rear guard anywhere. That's why we like him better than he's better than the Amber clone. He's better than the other one, that the triple we got from the last set. Oh God, that card pissed me off so much. Oh God, he only calls 1 card from the same column as him. That card was garbage. This card's so much better.
How's Soul Blasting?
The Soul Blasting's not bad because this deck builds a lot of soul.
Okay.
So, and then we played 3 of the Puppy. Puppy's really good. When you're in Unite, he gains 5k power. That makes a huge difference when you go into the GR, because you can make a 26k. He makes a 26k column if you use the skill once into 31. 31 makes a bigger difference compared to 30.
When you let in your cards, advantage is key.
So numbers are good. 5k means a lot. We play this guy, the one from the he's good for early game. His skill is on rear guard. If he hits, Counter Blast 1, put him into your soul, check top 3, and call 1 unit from among them. So it's not bad. So that way you can just keep cycling through your deck, and it's on hit pressure. More on hit pressure means more they have to guard. Less cards from your hand, faster you win. It's really good. And then finally, we played 2 of the promo. He's really good when you're massively calling. His skill is basically when he's called from the deck, check top 3, and just call any card. He's really free. He's really good. I play him at 2. I used to play him at more, but I don't think you need more than that. You want to have a variety of rear guards to use their skill.
Options.
4 of the old perfect guards, because the new perfect guards, which is why I was going to talk about this perfect guard, is his GB2 says you can check top 4 and call one among them. The old perfect guards say you can just have to be, they can be called anywhere. The new ones say they must be placed from hand. So then you can't use them because they're being placed from deck. That's the only good thing about the old perfect guards. Sometimes I do wish I had the new perfect guards, like the unflipping perfect guard ones, but
Then Deep Police comes around and you're like, hey.
nah, they come in handy. And this is the same thing. You can't use these against Deep Police, but the only good thing about this one perfect guard is the Unite skill. So basically, if you called it from the top of your deck, and if you're in Unite, she comes back to your hand at the end of the battle.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's actually really good, but I'd rather have this in case I'm desperate. And not only that, he gets around guard restraint. If they say you can't guard with grade 1s, uses GB2, cool. I called it from my deck, not from my hand. So I get around their skills.
Makes sense.
4 stride enablers, because you don't want to ride Ezreal, you rather ride Gurguit, so he helps a lot in those situations. And you want to stride. When you can't stride, you lose. 4 of this guy, Jeffrey's really good. I think he's the best grade 1 in this deck. And when you're in Unite, after he boosts, he goes into your soul and you draw a card. So he's really good against Link Joker, Kagero, Narukami. They just disappear. And he comes back to your hand. Basically, he just gives you a card in your hand. And then we play 2 of these guys. It's from the same set as when Ezreal came out. The skill is Soul Blast 2, Unflip 2, well, Counter Charge 2. So basically, you get more counter blasts. This deck, you can go through a lot of counter blasts pretty quickly. I run 6 crits. Play 4 of the Gurguit crit, the one that when it's on rear guard. When you Gurguit attacks, put them into soul, give them 5k, you draw a card. Play 4, and I play 2 Flame of Victories. Huh? Show off? Yeah. You play 2 Flame of Victories. It's got a decent skill. It's a Margot clone. Put into soul, give a unit plus 3k. Sometimes the 3k matters. When it makes an 18k column 21. Makes a big difference. Play 6 stands. I prefer this stand over over this stand. This stand can actually be a 7k booster when you're in Unite, and then at the end of the battle that it boosts it, put it into your soul, counter charge 1. So he's a free booster and free counter charge when you need more counter charging. And soul. And then this one's really good to just keep putting triggers back into deck. His skill is basically when he's already on the rear guard circle, when a unit's called from your deck, put this card back into your deck, give that unit 5k, shuffle your deck, and draw a card. So you're basically putting triggers back. So that's where he helps. 4 heals, because you need a G guard and you don't want to die and you need heals.
Power creep, man, power creep.
It is. And then finally, we're gonna go to the G zone. Play 1 Sea Breeze. Why do I play 1 Sea Breeze? This is a stride deck. I need my skills to work. I would run 2 Scourge Point Dragon. I'm missing 1. It's somewhere in my room. It's just everything is kind of disorganized, but I would run 2. It's really good. Because the skill is basically when you stride, whatever you call from your top part of your deck gains 5k power, and he gains 5k power.
It could be like your first turn and your last turn. He win the game that turn.
He can win you the game, and he works really good on him. Like with him, it's just really good. We run 4 of the new boy. I love this card so much. Oh, this is what I've been begging for a stride. His skill is basically when he attacks, counter blast 1, select 2 of your units, put them at the bottom of your deck. Check the top 7 cards of your deck and call as many cards from among them to any rearguard circle equal to the number of face-up cards in your G zone. So basically, just using his skill himself, the flipping himself. Even if your second strike, if at least you G-guard it, you get 3 more units. And his other skill is, if you call 3 or more units when you use the skill, counter charge 1, soul charge 1. He's really good, and you check top 7. So
he allows you to attack during the battle phase.
He lets you attack.
Not actively, have your cards on.
No, you get more attacks, and not only that, he works really well with the Glimmer Breath clone. When he works, the way he works is basically you call more board. You get more board, so you can have more attackers. It's really good. He's a better version of this card. I still play him at 2 because there are times when you can't afford to pay the cost because you don't have board or you don't have a hand. He gives you a free board. He's Counter Blast 2 the moment you strike. Flip a copy of himself face up, and you call as many units from the top of top 5. You take the top 5. You call as many units equal to the number of face up cards in your G zone. He's only good when you're really desperate, but sadly he does not call on open. He only calls on open rearguard circles. The new guy, which is Glorious Dragon, he calls anywhere. So you can call over units. It's amazing. This card is blech. I don't even want to run him, but he's not bad at 2. I run 2 Ezels because Link Joker matchup, and as a first turn strat, he's not bad. Because basically, if you're on Ezel, you can go into Ezel, clip himself face up, G-guard, and then you go into this guy, and then basically you can get 4 units on the board for free. If so, Ezel, honestly, I will make an Ezel deck because Ezel honestly works better with him, and so does Lewis Flames. That's what I like about him. Then we play the finisher, which is the Gurguit's Evolution Strike. His skill is inactivated when you're in Unite, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 2. All your rear guards gain 5k power. For every rear guard, he gains 5k power for equal to that many rear guards. So if you have a full board, he gained 25k. And you can keep using his skill as long as you're able to pay the cost. So that's why like building Soul in this deck is very important, because when you go into him, he just murders your opponent with big columns. Like at one point, I made him swing for 100, and like I used his skill 4 times. I made him swing for like 120 something, and then all my rear guards were swinging for 51.
Hit a stand.
If I hit a stand, you die. Like this strike can basically kill you. And he's the finisher that we honestly needed. And then G-Zone, I only played three cards in my G-Zone. I played one of the one from Fighters. Basically, her skill is if you have 2 or more rear guards on your board, you gain 5k. Which is gold, you always have a board. And then 2 Flaming Flares. His skill is basically when he's putting it in the Guardian Circle, select one of your units, put it at the bottom of your deck, check the top 5, and call 2 rear guards with different grades to the Guardian Circle. So you can call Trigger a grade 2, a grade 1, and then that basically makes it a 41k shield. So Flaming Flare is really good. And not only that, you can just get rid of cards that you didn't want to call. Like if you called a grade 3 and you have it behind the Vanguard Circle, cool, put that back. Or a grade 3 that's behind a unit. Like it just helps like fixing your board and helping having more empty rear guard circles. But that's basically the deck. If you guys want to see a Bluest Flame or an Ezel, like pure Ezel deck profile, just post it on the YouTube channel. But that'll be another day. I'll be posting real soon the Royal Paladin deck didn't change much. It did and it didn't because we got the promo. But that'll be another day. Team Ormans signing off.
Yeah.